This is our Star Mark collar. I'm going to show you how to properly size it on Ollie here. Come here, bud. When we put it around the neck and get it into place, you can see my fingers. Put your head down. You can see my fingers are this is way too loose for him. He's not going to be feeling that. That's not going to be doing anything. So you got to go in here and you can remove one of the links. Put it back together. Pop it back on. Come here. This tightness right here is a lot better. A lot better. Go like this. Pop it on right like that. That's how you use the Star Mark collar. This is our Springer prong. Ollie, come here. I'm going to show you the proper sizing for it. Ollie, touch. Sit. Oh boy. When you get it around, you're going to leverage the sides together and push in at the curved point. You can see here it's around him. It's not going to come over his head, but it's not quite tight enough. It still has some, I can get my fingers in there. That's not quite tight enough. So we're going to have to take one more off. Go at the corners. Ollie's a big fan of this collar. Come here, bud. Touch. Sit. Good boy. Come here. Good, there's the good boy. When we get it on here, with one less prong on there, it has a lot less give. It sits up high, close to the ears. Now, usually, we would use a Star Mark collar over the Springer prong, but this is just an example for you guys. This is a nice small 225 Springer prong here.
So as Michael showed you, sizing your Springer prong, super important. You want it sitting up high, not super snug. What I want to show you about the prong, this is a little bigger than the one he put on Ollie. Usually you're using these for a medium or a larger dog. The smaller dogs, you'd go for the Star Mark. This is called an O-ring at the top of that martingale. Okay, so this is a martingale style collar, meaning when it's on the dog, it's loose. If the dog pulls, it's going to cinch up. And it's going to give kind of like a claw-like grip on their neck, and then it's going to let go. So the big deal when you're using a prong is that you give the claw, and then you let go. And these were designed to kind of simulate another dog's mouth. So like a mama dog who would grab her puppy and say, knock it off, and then let go. So it's meant to feel like teeth on your dog, because they understand that, okay? It doesn't work for every dog. Some are too sensitive. But this is really important that you clip your leash to this O-ring here, okay? Because if you clipped it here, you're not going to get that same nice martingale. It's going to twist up on you. So you grab the O-ring and you've got the nice martingale. It also, if the dog is spinning on the leash, this will spin and it won't twist the collar. Where if we were using this here and he spun, you see what happens to the collar. So clipping to this O-ring, super important, okay? Another point to make about the Springer collar, when you are taking these prongs out, there's not a lot in this one, it's sized pretty small right now, but you see you have your metal plate here, and your metal plate here. You really want to avoid using this prong near the metal plate. It's not going to bend the way the other ones do, and if it does, it's probably not going to bend back, so you can ruin your collar. So if you see in between two plates here, I'm going for this middle prong, okay? So I'm avoiding the prongs that are near the plate. And I push this out, and I can undo it. Another little tip that we give to people, that prong that you're using to undo, put something on there. A little nail polish will adhere to the stainless steel, so you use the same prong every time. It'll loosen up just a tad, okay, and you'll get better at putting this in. When it comes, it's super stiff, okay, but it will loosen up just enough for you to easily take that prong on and off. But again, watch your metal plates. You don't want to mess with the prongs right next to the metal plate because they're not going to bend, so go for the prong in the middle there.